Hi guys, welcome to another video. This video is all about the bags that I have been influenced to buy by the YouTubers, by watching their YouTube channels and thinking I have to have that bag. So usually I'm pretty bad influence on everyone else around me. I am known to be a bad influence and I don't usually need any influencing. However, I do have 7 bags that I have been influenced to buy. Now I completely and utterly have stolen this idea from Meredith, so I will put all her details in the description box and I'll put it up here. So thank you Meredith for doing a fab video. I thought it was super interesting and I thought I would jump on the bandwagon, so I hope you don't mind. Anyway, let's get cracking. So usually I don't normally need any influencing by anybody. I can be a bad influence on other people and on myself. I don't need any help. However, when Meredith did her video, it got me thinking about my collection, and actually the first bag that I've been influenced by that I'm going to tell you about is actually one that I have just unboxed. If you haven't seen my video, go have a look, but I've just unboxed this absolute beauty. So this is the, have I even got this the right way around? This is the Fendigraphy, and it's so new I haven't taken the label off yet. However, go and have a look at this. I was heavily influenced to buy this by Minnie from Minks for All. Minnie, you're definitely a bad influence in a very good way. And yeah, I said in that video that I was on the fence about this bag until I saw Minnie's review. And that was it. I was sold. I was absolutely sold. So yeah, I ended up buying this. Go see that video because it explains. I got this pre-loved, got a really good deal on it. So happy with it and I absolutely love it. And yeah, in my comments I'm getting a lot of love for this bag. So anyway, thank you to Minnie. Now I have been watching Minnie, Minks for All, for years. She was definitely one of the first YouTube channels I ever found, and I've watched her ever since, and I love Minnie, and she always gives the best review. She's so detailed, so articulate, she's so fun, and I love her collection, and I just love her. So yeah, she has been a big influence on me over the years. But yeah, I thought I would mention this because this is the latest bag in my collection, and it was, yeah, all down to Minnie. So this is the Fendigraphy in the small size, obviously from Fendi. So the second bag that I'm going to talk about, I'm going way back, and this bag was so influenced. Anyway, let me show you it. It is the beautiful Chanel classic flat in the jumbo size, black caviar, silver hardware. Now when I was looking for this bag, and when I got to the point where I thought I am going to buy a Chanel bag, it's the first ever big purchase I ever made. Yeah, it sadly started, or happily started, my journey of stupidly expensive bags. Anyway, when I was trying to decide which bag to get, I don't live near any luxury stores, and I was completely and utterly intimidated going into store in those days, even if I was visiting London or somewhere else. And I had this great idea that I might just Google and search and see if I could find any reviews of any sort, any images, anything, any photographs, so I could try and see what the size of the jumbo was compared to the medium, large, etc. Also, I didn't know anything about the leathers, and I wanted, before I went in and put my big girl pants on and actually go into store, I wanted a little bit of knowledge so as to not feel stupid and at least know what I was asking for, or the types of things. And so I googled and it came up with a YouTube channel. I'd never even watched YouTube. I thought YouTube was for silly funny videos like people falling over and all those sort of things. I had no idea there were people actually with channels reviewing handbags. Well, that was it. I found Chase Amy. I still watch it to this day, and I found a review of her jumbo classic flat and I was hooked. It was so useful to me, and yeah, after that, that was it. I was searching all sorts of YouTube channels, and as I say, then I found Minnie from Minx for All. I found so many other ones, and yeah, that's when I went down the rabbit hole. Anyway, Chase Amy's review of this made me realise I definitely was looking for caviar. I was definitely looking for a classic flap in the jumbo size, and in those days it was all silver, so it was always going to be silver hardware. So thank you, Chase Amy, for influencing me to buy this absolutely beautiful bag, and I'm so glad that I did. Also a special mention on this, because after I found Chase Amy, I then found Emma Anders, who's now a really good friend of mine. It's so bizarre how I look back, and I used to watch Emma all the time, and yeah, when I finally met her at a Christian Dior event in Manchester, yeah, I was a bit of a stalker, I think, a little bit of a fangirl. So poor Emma. Anyway, she's ended up having to be friends with me because she's had no choice really. Anyway, she also did an amazing review on her classic flap in the jumbo size, and yeah, so between Chase Amy and Emma, you influenced me on this. So let's switch it up a little bit now and go to Mulberry. So this is the Mini Alexa by Mulberry. I've loved Mulberry for about 30 odd years, and Mulberry was the first ever expensive bag I ever bought. I don't have that exact handbag anymore, but that was the very first one, and then Louis Vuitton became the very first high-end luxury. And I know we don't like labels, it doesn't even matter. Mulberry are amazing. I had a huge gap where I went on to Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, Hermes, all the good stuff. And then more recently, I've started looking at some of the other brands again, and this one was hugely influenced by Steph from Handbagholic. Hi Steph, if you're watching. And also at the same time, Nick from Living Life Loud with NJS. Hi Nick, if you're watching, you know you influenced this. And also Emma, again from Emma Anders. All three of you had an Alexa and unboxed and reviewed them at a really similar time. So Steph and Emma have the Mini Alexa, and I think Nick had, I think it is just the Alexa, the slightly bigger one. And that was it. I was absolutely in love, and I just thought, what a great crossbody, easy bag. Anyway, that was it. I was hooked. Now, Steph has hers in a beautiful green. I think, is it called lawn green or forest green? It's beautiful. I think it's lawn green. Nick's is obviously bright, colourful, just like you, Nick. Absolutely beautiful. And Emma, I think she went for the tan colour. I don't know what, I think it might be chestnut or tan. Absolutely beautiful. But when I went into store to actually have a look at them, I've no idea why, pink spoke to me. It's my only pink bag, and I love it. I've used this load. So yes, the three of you are completely and utterly responsible for this, and I'm not sad about it at all. So let's, I don't know if you see something missing from before, but it's this one. This is the next one. And oh my goodness, why I waited so long to get this bag, I have no idea. I adore this bag. Anyway, I like this from afar. I really did. And then once I saw Amelia, my very good friend Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, I saw her rocking this. Honestly, I was floored. How edgy, how beautiful. I thought these were a bit of a gimmick. I thought they were just, you know, you can't fit anything in it. You know, wearing a little trunk as a bag. I did think, yeah, it's not for me at all. And when I saw Amelia and how she styles this, that was it. And then on top of that, Emma again, Emma Anders, she has not this exact one. I think it's a monogram, but it's got a black, it hasn't got the red kisses, it's got some black, is it flower or something slightly different? But both you ladies rock these bags so much. And then obviously Amelia after that, she now, I think she has 3 petite mals. But anyway, this was the one, this one. And I saw this in Paris last year, and I just thought I have to get my hands on it and actually properly look at it. And as soon as I got my hands on it, it was coming home with me. So Amelia and Emma, Yeah, you are bad influencers. So let's have a look at Dior. This one. This is the phone pouch from Dior. I went for the one in the blue oblique. This has been absolutely fantastic. It's got a crossbody strap, it's got a little handle, you can fit your phone in it, it's got card slots, you can fit your keys in it. You can't fit much more in it, but if you're just wanting to have your phone close at hand, I've used this in 2 different ways. I've used this as a wallet on chain, and this is my only bag, and that's what I'm taking, because I literally need my cards, maybe a key that will fit in, and my phone, and that is it. I've used it like that. I've also used it with, yeah, rocking the 2 bag look, where I want my phone close to hand, and then the other bag can be fully sort of done up and fastened, and I don't have to get in and out of it. If I am, usually if I'm in London or something like that, and maybe I've got my Birkin and I don't want it open while I'm walking down the street and I feel a little bit conscious, so I put the flap over and I put the handles, the sangles in, and I fully close it. But then I want access to my phone just while I'm getting from A to B. I've used this, so yeah, I probably look completely ridiculous wearing 2 bags, but that's what I do. Anyway, I was influenced 100% by, again, my really good friend Lorna from Lorna's Style. She has this in a beautiful pink in the leather canage, and she brought it to Paris when we had a girls' trip. And that was it. I was in love. I just thought, how great, a little piece of luxury that doesn't cost extortionate for what they are. Let's face it, they are. However, I just thought, a little piece of luxury, not too expensive compared to everything else in Dior, and for me, I could just have that little bit of blue oblique, which I absolutely love. So Lorna, this is completely and utterly you. Now I'm going to just talk about this one for a moment. Now, this was an impulse purchase, but I've said in previous videos that, yeah, I'd never seen this in my life. I had never really looked at the mini capucines. I'd admired them from afar. I was out of love with my capucines. I wished I bought the BB. Wasn't really interested in the mini, just thought it was too small. Looked at them from afar, but that was it. And then in store, anyway, it's a long story, but I had to wait a little while, and while I was waiting, I saw this in the cabinet and it ended up coming home with me. So it was an impulse, but it was like a thought through impulse, if there is such a thing, as in I knew how amazing the mini capucines are. And that is because, again, my good friend Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, she has she 2? No, she's 3. She's got 3 mini capucines now. If you haven't seen her latest unboxing, go and watch it, because, oh my goodness, that the new one that anyway, go watch that one. But at the time I bought this, she had 2. She's got the beautiful, like a fuchsia pink one, and then she's got a black one that's got, it's like a perspex handle. Anyway, the beautiful. So she completely influenced me. She just did. And also Steph from Handbag Holic, she has, again, I think she has 2 mini capucines, and she's got a beautiful red, like poppy red, beautiful. And I think has she got black? Anyway, they are absolutely beautiful. So when I saw this in store, I just thought, oh, those ladies look amazing in theirs. And actually, once I properly looked at it, it was coming home with me. So not fully influenced, as in saw the video, went out and had to have one. But when I did see this and got my hands on it, yeah, so I'm slightly blaming you 2 ladies on this. And also just a special mention on this one for Meredith, because although I wasn't heavily influenced to go out and buy something, when I did see this, the fact that it was in ostrich, and the fact that Meredith has talked about exotics a lot and how durable certain ones are, and yeah, just her knowledge of exotics and her love for ostrich and other exotics gave me a little bit of comfort, actually, that I wasn't doing the wrong thing by buying this, because they're so expensive. You worry that they're going to be so hard to look after. And actually it really isn't, it really isn't. So a special mention to Meredith, that actually did put my mind at rest by, yeah, just been watching her videos and thinking, yeah, do you know what, she's very knowledgeable about exotics. So yeah, it gave me a little bit of comfort. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of blame you, Meredith, as well on this one. And the last bag that I want to talk about, actually I don't have anymore, and it is my Trendy CC from Chanel. And I was 100% influenced by Claire Chanel. I've watched Claire Chanel for years and years and years, and I love her channel, I love her style. And she had, I think she still got it, a beige colour Trendy CC, and oh my goodness, that started the obsession for me. And I waited years and years after I saw her video to find the one for me. And they stopped doing the beige one, there were seasonal colours, and every single season I'd go into Chanel and see what colours had come out in the Trendy CC, and it was bright pinks or blues or teal or green or yellow. Oh, there was black, but I didn't want black because I had, yeah, the classic flap, and yeah, to me they were quite similar. And I was waiting for the beige to come out or a different neutral. And after, I'm not even joking, about 4 years, I went into Chanel with my daughter and she spotted the grey one on the shelf, and that was it. I was in love. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. It didn't. It really didn't. So I have actually sold that one recently. So I don't have it to show you, but I was 100% obsessed when I saw Claire Chanel rocking that Trendy CC with all her outfit ideas, and yeah, I just had to have one. So there you have it, 7 bags that I have been influenced by other YouTubers, and I'm not sure how many people I've influenced. I know in my real life with my real friends I influence lots of people in a bad way, and yeah, I'm known for being yeah, don't go shopping with Deb because you'll come back with something beautiful and wonderful. So for me, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. And yeah, anybody else that would like to do this video, this is Meredith's idea, but why don't we make this into a tag, because it's really interesting. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Meredith for starting, well, for just doing her video, and yeah, really enjoyed that one. So thank you again, and I will see you on another one.